Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. Five-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down.
325. Hey, Cam. Check.
Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the running back. And the Dogs will move the sticks with the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And they swarm him under.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. The Tide will get the 1st down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Quarterback will audible. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fumble in Crust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, the inside give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On second down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama, Georgia, 0.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. DB's right up on the receivers. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Here on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. The sweet feet buy a little time. Myers on the move. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dawgz! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Gonna run it, it's Young. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Running back searching for a hole. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Georgia 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He wants to take the top off. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Pulls it in. It's Lovett. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Alabama pushing the tempo. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown tie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go. He uncorks one deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's a throw downfield late. To the end zone, and is picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. He's looking on the right side. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback extends the play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama. There is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.